Good weekend, everybody. As you know, this is my 2001 Chevy Suburban. These are the stock VIN covers that come on the GMC and Tahoes, GMC Yukons and Tahoes, just like actually that one over there. I mean, they do their job. They don't look bad, but I managed to get my hands on some street scene VIN covers. They're smooth and you can paint them to match your vehicle. This video will be on that, the removal, the paint, and the installation of the VIN covers. All right, so these are the new aftermarket VIN covers. Look like it'll work just fine. Looks like it's like they're returned or something, but I don't know, maybe that's how they come from the factory. Doesn't look right. They have a notch cut out there for the bolt. I actually cut this myself so I can see. Okay. Well, I'm not returning them, so. Comes with the screws, so that's nice. In case you are wondering what's going on, I'm also painting these two doors at the same time, just to save money and not have to buy a different or an additional can. I'm using this paint match, the duplicate color. I got these from Amazon. You can get a 6-pack for about 40 bucks, which is a pretty good deal. I'm also using this, it's a 2-part clear coat. This, once you mix it, pop this in the bottom. You have to use it within a couple hours. That's why I'm doing both these jobs at the same time, to save the hassle of having to get another one of these. I actually do have extra, but I'm sure I can make this job with just one. I'm painting one door and this, and then the other can I'm using another door. All right, so what I'm doing here, I'm gonna use this alcohol. You're gonna give it a general wipe down. Don't really have a good working station here. My last two videos were my last video was at my home. I no longer live at my home, so this is what I gotta work with here. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to use a primer, probably some 400 grit sandpaper, but I don't really care enough about it to do all that. Since it is alcohol, it'll dry up pretty fast, so give it a sec to dry up. Didn't realize that the can I was using was pretty low, so I'm using this next one. Gonna take a couple layers. All right, that's the first layer. As I go on my second layer, I'm starting to realize that because of the material, this plastic, it starts to beat up and isn't giving a smooth finish, at least not on the first. Yeah, I don't like that. So I guess my advice to you is give it very light layers, let it dry, give it another layer. I don't think I'm giving a heavy layer, even though it might seem like that based off this. I'm not giving heavy layers, it's just beating up. I'll take it slow, give it thinner layers. This is layer 2.5. I didn't really finish the second layer, but I'm gonna go ahead and try to do a full layer. Going very thin layers. I'm starting to notice where it really beats up is at the corners where the plastic bends. For whatever reason, it chooses to beat up there. More towards the middle, it really doesn't have that issue. It looks worse on video, but it isn't the best. I just got done with the third layer. Once the first layer starts drying, the paint just sticks onto that. It doesn't beat up anymore. So on the first layer, try to give it a very light, thin coat. Once it dries, then you can give it regular coats after that. I started painting the back side as well, not in here, but under here. That way, whenever you open the tailgate or the gate, you'll see the red from the bottom frame, the red on the side of the doors, as well as the red on this plastic piece. That's not as important as this piece here, but I still want it to look more or less professional. This is how it looks after the final coat. I'm giving it about a 15-minute gap between each coat. I think it's turning out pretty good. It looks good. Some spots could look a little better, but I'm running out of paint, so I'm not stressing too much on how the rear looks. Mostly just what can be seen from outside. I'm gonna let this one cool off, and then I'll hit it with the clear coat, then use the clear coat as well on these doors, and see how it turns out.
My camera work is shit, so I'm having my assistant help me. This is a clear I'm using. Is a 2-part clear. Take off the cap. It comes with a little piece here. You stick it down the bottom. There's a little nipple right there. Pop it on the nipple. You hear that click? I think the instructions say to shake it for about 2 minutes. I think it's good to go. Make sure it's all the way in. Good to go. We'll take the camera down here. Let's angle it down. So this is not an ideal environment to do it in because you got dirt and leaves that's gonna land on it, especially with clear. But I don't care enough about it, and I don't have a better workplace. So you're gonna start off, work on, off, work on, off. That's me the first layer on that one. All right, you give that about 20 minutes. Just stop. You're gonna give that about 20 minutes and then come back and do another one. I'm now gonna start on the second layer. It's been about 20 minutes since the first layer. The clear coat doesn't have to be as thin as I was going with the spray paint. And surprisingly, I'm only going to need 1 can for both doors and these two, so I have my spare left over. Happy I did this job together. So y'all can see this is where I started to run out of paint, so I just left it like that. And yes, I realized I just painted that, but it's alright. And yeah, we're going to be installing the aftermarket vent covers. As you can see on this one, it's already broken, so it works out. Dropped a tire on here. These vent covers are only held on by a single screw. Push forward, try to get the clips out. But that clip did not want to come out. All right, that works. All right. And we can install the new one. We'll swing to this side. There's 3 individual notches in here. Just gonna slide directly in. This side. So I'm trying to keep a solid color all through here. I was running out of paint here, as you can tell, but it still doesn't look terrible. So they've clipped in. The last thing we need to do is punch a hole through here, and I'm going to be using the same screws because I know they work. I'm not going to use the ones that came with it. And yeah.
All right, so this is the end result. I'm so sorry this video ended up longer than you were expecting. I didn't expect it to be this long. Thing looks all right. It looks definitely different. In case you're interested in seeing how my doors came out, yeah, I should have used a lower grit sandpaper, but the clear came out perfect. I like it. It came out good. I'm happy with it. Yeah. What do y'all think? Let me know what y'all think about it. All right, like and comment. Have a good day.